Yo, what's up everyone? David. Today I think is a good chance to shoot the vlog in another location, maybe in the mountain. So I'm not gonna go camp in the mountain. I'm not gonna go camping, but actually I'm going to drive on one of my favorite mountain road, the Highway 150. Actually, it's way different from 154 that I talked about in last vlog. Actually, the vlog before the last one, where I talked about once I slided, at the midnight during the mountain run, that happened in Highway 154. So this time I'm gonna take you guys to 150, and so this mountain road is pretty different because it got very steep turn. It got very steep turn. The corner is really tight and narrow, so you really got to focus on your driving line. Otherwise, you might just crash into the cars that are coming towards you from the other direction. So yeah, so this vlog is basically about my driving and things I want you to look for when you're driving on the mountain. So tips for how to drive fast will remain safe. I'm sorry. And also some of my experience of seeing somebody crash, or seeing my friends he literally just lost his control and crashed into a tree. So yeah, that's just some experience that I went through driving on that road. So yeah, this is kind of like a very practical stuff today. And yeah, shall we begin? Hey, what's up everyone? David. Today I'm just gonna shoot another vlog about just going to a mountain run, and actually I'm right now heading to 150, which is a road I usually take a year ago. So yeah, I haven't went to that road for about a year, and I think it's gonna be really exciting to drive on that road again. And so let me just unfold some of the information about that road. So that road is it's not a really long road, so it might only take 10 or 12 minutes to run through all of it. And I think but actually the reason why I really like that road is because it got many narrow turns, so you gotta really focus on throttle control, also the steering control, when you're at the mid corner. So you cannot really just step on the gas as soon as the road wind up. So yeah, the road is really challenging to drive on. So I might just take my time and not just go super fast, because I haven't run on that road for about a year. Yeah, that's basically it, and I'm looking forward to drive on that road. Right now we're officially on that road, but today it seems that there's a lot of traffic, so it might not be that enjoyable to drive right now. So yeah, I might just take my time. So the reason why I go to this mountain today is that I really want to talk about how you can drive safely while still enjoy the road on the mountain. So basically, once you take a mountain road a few times, you'll have a clear understanding of what's the limit of it. So the reason why I think I'm driving not super fast right now. So I'm right now just within my limits. I'm far from my limit actually. Neither of my cars. So it's gonna be really safe, because you see the double yellow on the road, and so it will just limit the cars from crossing it, and you don't need to worry about the car coming towards you from the other side of the road. So the only thing you need to care about is your own lane. As long as you don't cross the double yellow or the dash yellow, even though they're meant to be, making a pass or something, but it's not that safe to make a pass on the mountain. So as long as you don't cross the line, you will be safe. You'll be really safe. And yeah, and just go watch the sign that on the road that indicating how much speed you should be going and what kind of turn is gonna be that in front of you. because that's super important. Especially when you're first driving on this road, you don't know how much speed you can go around the corner. So the only thing you can look at is just the signs that alongside the road that showing you how much speed that is recommended. And normally you can go like 10 miles or 50 miles above that. So that's one strategy I use when I come to mountain road. And just it helped me to find my limit, because every time you go like 10 miles above or 5 miles above the kind of like the last time you run, it will just help you to find your limit while not risking your life, because there's no any kind of protection on the road. So the only thing you can do once you slide, it just let it slide. You cannot just save the car as I do on the track. So basically on the straight line, I usually just maintain the speed limit or just like 10 miles above. But around the corner, I will just try my best to maybe take the corner 20 miles above the recommended speed, because that's usually where the fun comes from. Because you cannot really gain a lot of joy driving fast, super fast on the straight line. You can be really enjoyable taking the corners, because it's like you can find the car's limit around the corners. You can get the G-force applying on your body. It's really exciting. And right now we have some slow traffic ahead, so I might just go at east. Maybe some guys on YouTube, they post some videos like they drive super fast. One reason why they can drive so fast is because they are so familiar with the road. It's like just memorize it. For example, the Angeles Crest Highway, as known as the number 2 highway north of LA, is like one of the roads that you can memorize the line. So every time you take a turn, you know exactly how much you can go. Like it's just right on the limit of your car. So it's gonna be easier, to drive really fast on those kind of road, because you drive like 1 or 2 times every week, and after a year you can just memorize every turn of it, as long as there's no major construction going on that road. So yeah, that's why they can drive so fast. And for this road, the last time I drove on this one was last year. It's like last November. So it's exactly 1 year from now, and I think I just cannot memorize all of the corners. So yeah, I just choose to take it slowly.